Welcome back to another episode of Andy's Toolbox. We're turning that shit off right now. If you're a Tom Petty fan, I'm sorry. Anyway, in this episode we have a pretty interesting, that's for another haul. Let's get that off of there. We have an interesting little product review and demonstration, okay? In this product review, we're going to be reviewing this brand, Tsubosan hardness testing file set. This is made in Japan. Okay, so let's get right into it. I did cut one of the sides here, this side, and open it up. So it comes in this little black carry case. I have already been into these to check them out. So 40 to 65 HRC is the range for these. This is what you get. Instructions, not in English. You got your not in English as well. I don't even know what all that means. It looks like it's some ranges or something for the files. I guess 40 does 40 to 42, etc. Okay, so I'm going to clip to the project I'm doing with these files and etc. So I already made that part of the video. I'm actually making the beginning, the intro to this video after I've already done the work. Let me show you the finished work that I got, maybe so you don't click off the video and watch the whole video. So I made this blade here for this Matco scraper. This comes with a razor blade. Okay, I wanted an actual better blade so I can use both the razor blade and a good hard steel blade. Now I know Matco has since come out with some actual indexable scrapers. I don't know how good they are, if they're made in Taiwan. I wouldn't suspect that the actual blade themselves is of any quality steel. So I don't know. I don't have one, but this one, it does the job of both. And all I had to do was some DIY metalworking, you know, and to make this blade. So it came out pretty good. You can see I've already been scratching on it. I'll tell you right now that this blade tests at about 55 HRC. With the 55, 60 will scratch it. The 60 file will scratch it, and the 55 will almost seem like it wants to, but it skates it a little bit. So it's right where I want it to be, right where the heat treatment should be. Okay, so I'm gonna clip to building this bad boy and this next clip. All right, so stay tuned. Okay, so we have the files out here, okay, as you can see, and this is some unheat treated 1095. This is the heat treated, and I've been playing around with this, trying to get the feel for how these files work. So I'm gonna go over this real quick. So if I rub this on here, this skates it. Like this 40 here, I mean there's no bite whatsoever. So if I come over to here, on this bad boy, just look where the file is. Do you see that right there in that area? That's I mean, you can see the deep one I just put in there, right there. So it doesn't skate the 40 unheat treated. Okay, so this goes up to 65, and I'll go 1095 heat treated should be harder than 65, but I mean, this, it doesn't bite in. See, the thing is that files will, if you push them hard enough, they'll cut even if the metal is harder. Okay, that's just the nature of the blade. But you will fuck the teeth up. So this doesn't, I mean, it doesn't bite in, you know, like a file should. So it's hard. It's hardened. You can see on here, I mean, yeah, I mean, I could put a real big deep gouge with the 65 in that. I mean, even if I went down here to like 50 on this guy here, I mean, it's pretty much skating. 65, I can feel it start to cut. So this is around 65-ish, and that, which is about what you want after quenching 1095. It's around 65 HRC, 66, I'm sorry, HRC. So 65 does want to cut it, but it's not just taking chunks off of it. So to heat treat this, first I tried putting it in here and using this snap-on temperature gun but I realized that if I take the temperature, the heat comes down too much and it messes up the heat treat. So the best thing to do is just put the quench tank right next to the forge and go right in there. Okay, always remember to remove your burners after you turn the forge off, because you can mess up the O-rings in the burner if the residual heat gets it too hot from not cooling, from the gas not cooling the burner. Okay, so now what you want to do is you want to go in from the review here to actual some of this project I'm doing. So what you want to do is take the metal and put some heat sinks around it. In this case, I'm using some fire brick. You can use some sand maybe, or something, you know, maybe glass sand or something would work. And then you just take a toaster oven like so, put it in there, close her up, and just crank that bad boy up to about broil, I imagine. In this case, I'm probably gonna stay more on the 450 side, because in my experience with ovens and broiling, the broiling will trip the sensor in them if you leave it on for too long. So this is gonna have to be on for a couple hours. So I'm only gonna temper to 450, and that should achieve the results I want for this project. This project is going to be a blade I made, because the Matco razor blade scraper, in my opinion, it can be used as a razor blade and an actual scraper. So I made that blade for this scraper, so I can actually do some stuff. So I'm making a heat treatable blade for that. So that was my review of the Tsubosan file set. Remember guys, as long as it skates it, you know, without, I mean, you could dig in and take chunks out, okay, but as long as it won't bite in, it's in that range. Just remember, you can take any file, even a dull one, and cut into harder metal if you push hard enough, you know, but you will mess the teeth up. That's the idea of a knife, you know. It will cut through stuff. I mean, it will even make you know, marks in metal and stuff, but you will mess up the blade. So those files they're interesting for sure. As far as it skating across, just skating it and not being able to cut at all, I don't, it doesn't really do that. The 40 does, you know. But if I compare it to a piece of this untreated steel, you can see how it's supposed to work. Like the 40 here, I mean, it cuts this, takes chunks out of it, wherein that the other one, it skates it. The 65, it wants to cut, but again, it's not able to do so like a file should on softer steel. So like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, get notified if you love content like this, like talking tools. All right guys, till next time, cut you out with some music. Take care guys. Okay, so second heat cycle here. The toaster oven is very deceptive. Actual temperature right there, what it said at right there, broil over 450. So that's the actual temperature right there. It's slowly getting up. I had it on 450 the